And so, down to a duo, our heroes find themselves in a grab bag of rabbit holes. This is Between the Profound and the Profane. Find a more definitive way to intro this show.
We do.
Yeah, like we just really do.
Or most of our shows, even.
Well,
maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably.
Most likely.
Most likely.
I thought we would do that in the editing process. We keep putting these problems onto future us, and then future us is like, man, we should really figure out this problem. And it's like, that sounds like it's gonna suck for future us. And we gotta. We're bad about that.
No, we've just mostly been trying to feel out how to do it.
Yeah, what we're gonna do while we're doing it, even.
Because I can introduce the show in the middle of conversation the way I have been, which I seem to do anyway, no matter what. Even when we do go back and do a post introduction where one of us says, "Oh, this is this show, and this is what's going to be happening." Or
one of us will end up doing it.
Yeah.
Eventually. They get the point. They're watching a show. I mean, they had to click the thing. I mean, I think they get the picture. They're watching a show. It's just common courtesy. Fuck your courtesy.
It is, but at a certain point, you got to do the professional things to sound more professional.
Oh, yes. Professionalism.
A modicum of it.
Something.
I mean, I'm doing this with no shoes on.
Their feet on our table.
With the feet on the table. If only we had a camera, people would love this.
Man, I'm not wearing shoes or socks.
Nah, no shoes, remember?
Yeah.
It's a rule.
Shoes. It's a shoe. It's a rule. No shoes in the studio. Man, Ian's going to hate this rule.
We're going to get another fucking rule book.
Oh, man.
We're going to accidentally turn this into the garage all over again.
Oh, shit. Wait till we get our table.
Yeah, that's all this is.
All we're missing is the table.
This is a continuation of a thing we used to do, only now we're putting mics on the table.
We're recording it now for some reason. We thought that was a good idea.
I mean, no.
It's a great idea.
I mean, obviously.
Everyone's going to love it.
If you have to dedicate 10,000 hours to something to be a complete professional at it, then I have spent at least 20,000 sitting around a table trying to solve world crises with you guys, and inadvertently making you laugh.
So we're sitting at super professional.
Super professional. We're double professional.
Double professional.
We can make a career out of this shit.
I hope. That's what we're planning on.
Let's do it.
We're working on it. We got the hours. We got to do something with them. Got to do some of this expertise.
And after that, we have to also just in the near right now future.
The near right now.
The near right now is we have to kind of stop making so much content and maybe figure out what the fuck the site's supposed to even look like.
Oh yeah, we got to do that too.
We kind of put that off in order to make content.
And then we made content.
We've made a lot of content.
We have some.
Not all of it completely usable.
See, that's the thing.
We've made a lot though.
We have made a lot. We got to use it. We got to figure out a way to make it usable.
Well, we've been making it in order to become better at it, so that the stuff we're making closer to the now
is closer to worth
using. I mean, our agreement was to have at least one publishable episode by the 15th of January, and I think we have 2.
We have at least 2 that we could publish at this point.
Yeah.
We might have 4.
Maybe.
If we put a whole bunch of shit together, we might have 6.
Yeah.
But that'd take us putting a bunch of shit together and actually doing that. But yeah, we might have a thing. I think we accomplished our goal.
Yeah, we got that goal.
We might have went a little over it.
Now we just have to... We need to set a launch day now.
We grew a lot in that time too, though.
A lot faster than we wanted to.
3 mics.
I wasn't planning on being this growed by...
This growed.
Yeah, we've been growed.
We've been growed on.
I mean, we haven't grown an audience or anything like that. But
What are you talking about? We got like 5
studio.
fans.
We got 5 people who
We
will
went
listen
from
to
none
us.
fans to 5 people that will tolerate our ramblings, at least.
Enough to wear a T-shirt.
Enough to wear a T-shirt.
Enough to wear a T-shirt.
Oh shit! We already need T-shirts. Damn, we're jumping fast. We already need apparel.
No, we don't need that because that's like that guy that's like that fucking that backpacker.
We're just
rapper.
gonna be a name.
That's like that backpacker rapper kid who is selling T-shirts, but he only has a 4-song mixtape.
Oh yeah,
you don't want to be that guy.
Stick tags.
But it is kind of, and I was joking when I said it. It is kind of a marketing genius thing for us to make shirts just for the 3 of us.
Right. Hey, what's that?
Yeah,
We'll get a lot of hey, what's that?
get a lot of hey, what's that?
Yeah, because people already like our shirts already.
Yeah.
We have a pretty good sense in shirts.
And when you tell them that they can't get this shirt because it's one of a kind, it sparks the want in them.
Right. It does. It sure does.
Now, what's funny is while I was coming up with that idea accidentally as a joke, and then Alex turns to me and was like, "It's kind of a marketing like genius. That's ingeniously marketable. Like that's a good idea." I'm like, "Oh,
yeah.
It was a joke." At the same time, you were texting me like, "Hey, can we write off a new laptop in order to fucking play more Skyrim?" Which just really
Special
shows,
edition.
yeah, that just really shows our the differences in our personalities.
I was watching Skyrim videos, and it kind of happens.
You're watching Skyrim videos. I'm trying to think of what to do for the show. This is our partnership. This is how this is going to work.
What are we going to do on the show? We're going to play Skyrim. Talk about Skyrim.
It's a really bad idea, Josh.
Why'd you do this?
We're going to do it. But we're going to do
We're not going to do
just for
this.
you.
Oh, man. Have you watched Let's Plays of Skyrim? They're terrible.
They're never that fun.
No, they're not.
No, that's why if we were to do something like that, if we get to a point where we're we can do recording,
Actually,
we're
you
just going
don't
to do
fast travel.
We're just going to do streaming and pass the controllers,
Right.
Because that's a lot more fun. That's a lot more. There's an old school camaraderie in that.
Oh yeah. Was the Let's Play what service was it? The one where they choose the actions of a game, like as a community
Twitch
type
plays
thing?
Pokemon.
Was that what that was? Is
Yeah,
Twitch
that was on
communities? Oh,
That's what
man.
really kind of blew up Twitch.
Oh
Because
man.
Twitch played Pokemon.
Yeah, they
became a
beat
thing.
it. How long did it take them to beat it?
I forgot. A year.
Forever, or something like that. But they did it. They did it.
They did it.
They did it. There was no reason that should have happened either. It made no sense. It's like, I learned you could beat Pokemon in a way that it is not meant to be beat.
Well, I mean, it was beat in the way that it was direct democracy.
Direct democracy. I think we should heal. I think we should flee.
It was complete anarchy, not in the political ideology, but
Did
in
it take
the,
like a week to even catch their first Pokemon or
I think
something?
so. I'd have to look all that up.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a phenomenon when it
I wasn't
happened,
part
you know?
of it.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
We heard about it afterwards.
Yeah,
because we
seemed
weren't
cool.
in the community.
Yeah, seemed like a thing that was fun. I like fun stuff.
Were you going to suggest that we do that, but with us holding the controller rather than having people type in?
Yeah, it's like, what should we do? Top right? No, yep. Okay, we're just doing it.
Take tips for that.
We'll take. I don't know.
We'll take tips.
Tips. It'll be
Yeah. Twitch is
tweets.
Titch is a
Titch.
Titch is a twip.
Titch is a twip.
Yeah. Now you got me all fucked up. Twitch is a tip type thing. Like they have a tip jar type of function. It's sort of, I mean, it's like a Patreon but immediate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, like Cam Horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that. Actually.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We're fully clothed male Cam Horse.
Do we have to be fully clothed? I mean, I like our no shoe policy.
Yeah. No, man. Our no shoe, no socks policy is pretty good.
That's pretty solid.
That's a solid policy.
All right.
If you are listening to this, for one, take off your shoes and socks and kick your feet up.
Unless you're driving currently, don't stop driving to take off your shoes and socks. That's illegal in some states.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
We're not. We cannot take. We cannot be barefoot driving here in Texas. It's an anti-hippie law.
Yeah.
Secondly, after you get your shoes off, you probably need to know that you're listening to Between the Profound and the Profane, a weekly podcast where I get profoundly and profanity laden in my speech and my conversation with two of my friends. On today's episode, though, it's only one of my friends. We are without Ian.
We're without the redhead.
We're without our pity.
Our buddy. Inclement weather issues.
Yeah. We're flooded out down here again.
We're experiencing winter in Houston.
Which is, if you don't know, and you should, just rain.
Lots of rain.
Just monsoon season.
It might get cool. Might get chilly.
It'll get pretty chilly.
Might get cold. I don't know. You never know. It's like in the 60s right now.
That's a chilly fucking 60s, though.
It
outside.
is. It feels pretty chilly out there, but I'm okay without my jacket.
Yeah, I mean, but
I'm comfortable.
When the world freezes over, big dudes are going to be okay because they got layering. Us skinny dudes get cold very easily.
We're naturally insulated.
Now, I like the cold. Mm-hmm. I would prefer living in a cold climate. I think sometimes.
Until it gets colder, and then you're like, why?
Nah. Then I'm just like, ooh, I get to put on all my favorite clothes.
At the same time.
And then I look like a homeless person. And people are like, why are you looking homeless? But very suave.
Very suave.
How many jackets you got on, Chris? 12.
Oh, shit. 12.
All of them.
All of them.
I'm wearing nothing but jackets.
Jeez.
No shirts on underneath here.
I think my top was about 3, and that was like a sweater, a jacket, and a jacket. Like sweater, windbreaker, and actual jacket.
Yeah.
And that's because it was fucking cold. Like 20s.
I just don't. My biggest problem with our weather is that I can't wear my suit jackets as often as I would like. I want to be able to wear more blazers, and it's too fucking hot in Houston to wear a blazer ever.
Or it's too cold and you don't have enough room.
Well,
with all your other jackets, because you have 12.
You can put a blazer on underneath a leather jacket.
Underneath.
And I used to have a pretty good fucking trench. I just don't have a trench coat anymore.
Oh yeah, you did have a nice trench coat.
I had a really nice trench coat.
What'd you do to it?
I don't remember. I got fucking.
You shaded it up, huh?
I got half married and.
Half married.
And then not divorced because it's just a breakup when you're half married.
Mm-hmm. I see.
And you lose shit in that. Also, I was drunk
all the time.
Yeah, I mean, this was Mohawk and a driver cap, Chris. This is who we're talking about here.
Mohawk and a driver cap, Chris.
Yeah.
Mohawk and a driver cap delivering pizza, Chris.
Uh-huh.
Oh man,
I was fucked up constantly. If you have a pizza driver at your door right now, check his pockets. He's got pills on him. Hey, pizza guy. You listening to this? There's cop behind you. Fucking eat those pills right now. This is Between the Profound and the Profane.
Where we have always told you to never take our opinion.
Advice. Take our opinion with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Take our advice. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
We're a bad fortune cookie. So I'm not exactly sure how the fuck we do this show without Ian. Not
without Ian.
Like it's
because we go right to after hours, and it's like, wait, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Because our show, we usually have a little more structure to when we do our show.
Sort of.
Usually.
Which show are you talking about now?
I don't know. Don't we? Wasn't that this show before Ian?
No, maybe. Was it? How many shows do we have now?
I don't know. 5.
5?
Where did they all go? What happened to them?
I thought we had 3 now.
I don't know. They're in folders.
I thought we had cut down to 3.
Did we cut down to 3?
Yeah, we got Between
this show turned into from 3 different shows.
Between the Profound and the Profane.
The Stoop Kids Tooncast.
The Third Coast Stoop Kids Toonscast.
Yeah.
The name's so long that you can't not forget it.
You can't not forget it.
I don't know if that...
I don't know. That show's dope.
And the bonus hours bonus hour, after hour, or whatever the fuck the title of the hour show is.
The early hours, after hours, bonus hours. We don't know the name of the show's hour show. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So we had 3. All right. So what show is this again? Other than the Behind the Profound and the Profane? That's it.
Behind, Beyond. You're never going to get it right.
Between.
I'm going to love this.
It's going to be fun.
I'm going to love it. It's going to be perfect.
There's a B. There's a 2
B,
P's.
And there's 2 P's. That's all you really need to know.
That's it.
BP
you just got to get
P.
the gist of it.
Yeah. Only on the bonushours.com. Where else will you find exhilarating content like this?
Right. Nowhere. Because no one else will do this. They don't have the cojones.
But no, without Ian here to like break up us being us, it's a little bit more difficult.
It is. We need Ian being Ian.
Yeah. He stops our back and forth from devolving into nothing because
Absolutely
we rabbit hole
nothing.
really bad. Ian just goes on long tangents.
Like, why are you
He doesn't open any rabbit holes to dive down. He just keeps talking. We fall down a rabbit hole, and then down another rabbit hole, and then down a rabbit hole in the rabbit hole, and then we loop back to the first rabbit hole, but by way of another rabbit hole that was inside of the third rabbit hole.
And they go nowhere.
They go nowhere.
Absolutely nowhere.
Mm-mm. So we're... See? This is bad. This is awful already. Go ahead.
So it'd be like trying to learn how to blacksmith. You don't know how to blacksmith and you're just trying to.
Sometimes I want to put myself inside of the position of the people in games like Skyrim's or Fallout 4, and like some dude and or lady with a big helmet with horns who just looks pissed off walks up to your little blacksmith shop in Whiterun that you've been running for multiple years now, decades even. It's been in the family, you know? Like, you're well established in this community, and this motherfucker just comes in, pushes you out of the way.
Usually. Because you're using the thing, and they need it right now.
They push you out of the way. For some reason, you're compelled to move. And then they just start hammering at whatever is on their body at the moment, trying to make it better.
And it usually succeeds somehow.
Somehow.
It's great. How many times have you walked up to that person on the grind wheel, though? It's like, I got a new weapon, move. I need to sharpen it. You're taking too long.
Good. Done.
Thanks. Bye. You leave, and they get right back on there, go along their business.
You don't pay them for it. You don't.
No. Or you're supposed to, too, aren't you?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I know there's some where it's like, let me use your potion lab, and like you pay them. And like I usually just walk up to those damn things and start using them. It's like, oh, here's that thing. I'm going to start using it. And I have noticed part of the quest or this thing has been like, hey, can I use this? And it's like 10 gold. And it's like, fuck your 10 gold.
We need to get
if
you
I
out
can
of
walk
the
up
fucking
and
house
use it.
so you have something more to talk about than Skyrim.
I don't know. What am I going to talk about out of the house?
How much this isn't like Skyrim.
Man, why can't I run up and like just sneaking? Why doesn't sneaking work as well? I'm in these bushes. I'm crouched down. People still see me. Everyone sees me.
The worst part is you're 5 years too late on the Skyrim thing.
I know, right? Why?
Because you missed out on so many video games.
I missed out on everything.
Like, there's nothing... You can't even talk about it with people.
They already talked about it.
Talked about it 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I mean, the special edition just came out, so people are talking about it again.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly people who already played Skyrim.
Mm-hmm. And we've already talked about Switch. Nothing else to say about Switch.
Which we missed out on a lot of video games.
We did miss out on a lot of video games.
I think that's a normal thing.
Well, that's what... I mean, shouldn't we be the people that's geared toward then? Like, hey, you missed stuff. Here's some new stuff. Aren't you interested? And it's like, no.
Well, it's
a
like
little bit.
It's like a phase you go through. Like the college years, you end up falling out of video games because you're in college or not in college and can't afford it.
Mm-hmm. Either way,
Yeah.
can't afford it really.
Yeah, it's not something you can do at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then you either come back or you don't.
That was Guitar Hero time as well. College was Guitar Hero time.
Everybody played Guitar Hero.
Everybody.
That was all that happened in college.
Mm-hmm. Go to college to play Guitar Hero?
For the 3 days I went. 4 different times.
Oh, there was like a good 2 months. I'd go 3 days a week. That was my schedule. College was great. You only had to go 3 days a week. Only had to be there for an hour or two. Didn't learn anything while you were there, though.
Nope.
That was the problem. And the teachers wanted to teach you anything, it seemed. It's like, oh, you're here. You should already know this. Here's some stuff to do. It's like, but what am I really doing? I don't even understand what you're telling me to do.
Just do it.
Just do it. It's like, okay.
If you finish this, you'll pass.
All right.
That sounds like busy work to me.
Yeah. It's like
this is why I didn't like high school.
I don't like busy work.
I'm out.
I do not like busy work.
I could go do nothing at home.
Where there'll be something more entertaining than you talking.
Or not.
Or not talking, even more so.
I remember my teacher at that point was one. First of all, his name was Dr. King. Second of all, he would come in, put page numbers on the fucking board, and then walk out of the fucking room. Granted, this isn't like a university, and I guess that happens in universities. I don't fucking know. Never been to one. This was a goddamn community college.
Right.
And this motherfucker is not teaching. He's taking fucking English, like grammar and English, and it's just...
Read this book.
Yeah.
Mm. That was the thing, though. I probably would have liked that more, because most of my teachers, I spent a lot of money on those damn books, and we didn't open them. Those books were things I just carried around. Never opened the damn book. So what am I doing with this book? You said to buy this book. Why do I have to buy this book? This is a $150 fucking book that had a companion that was $250 that you had to get because it translates the book or some shit. And I'm $300 in the hole right now for something I'm not fucking using for your class.
Yeah.
And or you're like, well, it tells you this, but it is wrong, and I don't like it. And it's like, but what?
No, the reason we dropped out, or the reason I dropped out at least, is because, every time I've tried to go back, it felt like a repeat of high school, and I hated high school. I was miserable being there. This is compounded by the fact that now I'm 28, so going back to community college, I'm surrounded by 18-year-olds who view me as the old guy in the classroom.
You're not the old guy.
I'm not. It's very obvious that I'm not the old guy in the classroom. But they immediately give you the, what did you do to fuck up your life to be here at 28? Mm-hmm. And I'm not okay with that. Yeah. Because fuck you, kid.
Wait till you're 28.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a year.
You got a year.
You got a year.
Right?
Go for it. And I mean, it felt so much like high school, and high school failed me. I mean, maybe I failed high school, but...
It's like, and what are you here to be? Ooh, that looks painful.
Oh, that conversation in community college at this point is the dumbest conversation I've ever had. Everyone's there to be a nurse, or a radiologist, or...
EMT.
Yeah. And I mean, we need those people. It's not dumb to want to achieve that, to go for that. It's just, I don't know. There's only so many nursing jobs. There's only so many X-ray technician jobs. There's only so many of those jobs to go around. And I guess they're positions that always need filling, but...
I still don't like the idea of going to a place of higher learning just to get a job. I've never liked that.
Not even technical degrees and shit like that?
I mean, I wanted one. It's like, if I'm going somewhere for... Actually, I was the other way around. It's like, when I was going to, go somewhere for a job, I wanted, a technical degree.
Yeah.
That way, it specializes in my job. If you're going to learn something for a job, go to learn something for the job. If you're going to go to college and you're just getting a creative arts major so that you can teach English...
Yeah.
but you have to learn everything along the way. What's really the point? And then you're just going to teach out of a book that the state of whatever tells you to teach these kids so that they can pass these damn tests. I mean, our entire education system's pretty broken right now. America!
You have to get certified to teach. I mean, yeah.
You can do that with a GED.
Really?
Yes.
So what do you have to go to college for?
To get paid more money doing it, or potentially teach older children, or not be a substitute, or have more accreditations to possibly getting to better schools that will pay you better.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. For your own betterment, maybe, so you can go and teach these kids things and be a inspiration, or I don't fucking know. What's the point?
I guess so. I don't know. We come from a very particular point of view on this. College was not exactly an
public
opportunity.
Education wasn't a very big opportunity either.
No.
I mean, we might have threw that away also a little bit.
Oh, I mean, totally. I 100% see my faults on that. To the other side of it, though, I don't know if all of that was my fault or just a happenstance of birth. Like my outlook on life, my personality, my perspective, my mental illnesses, my anti-authoritarian behavior, which is categorized as a mental illness here.
Yeah.
Like, all of that shit isn't exactly my fault.
Did have it shoved pretty far down my throat that I had to do all of this or I would be nothing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta go to college. You gotta go to college. You gotta do something. I don't know what I want to do. I never really knew what I was going to do. I hated that question.
I still hate that
my
question.
entire life. What do you want to grow up to be? Fuck all I know. I don't know. Not growing up. All that adult shit seems fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're doing.
Yeah. What do you mean, what do I want to do? It's like, all the stuff I want to do, I can't. I want to play video games. Well, you can't play video games and make money off that stuff. Or, things like that.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have a job. I don't want a fucking job.
You people are miserable.
I'm not, why am I thinking about a fucking job? I'm 10 years old or younger and everything. I was like, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? Not that.
Yeah.
Not that at all.
Well, we grew up where our families were miserable.
Yeah.
Because of their jobs. And
they blame
I don't know
a
about
lot of
you.
what they were miserable about on their job, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously that's what I was going to. I don't know about you, but that was most of what I heard out of my father's mouth growing up was how miserable his job made him, how miserable working made him, how miserable, like, it all just made him. Now, his counter-argument to this would be that's why you go to college, so that you're not miserable doing this, but that doesn't really, like...
the same thing.
That didn't even work then. Like, even then, I'm like, yeah, but you still have to do, like... I'm pretty sure that the guy who has a college degree is doing the same thing when he comes home because he's working the same job. He just has more pay.
Yeah, same hours, still all the things you don't like about the job, being away and not being able to do what you want to do and working to better someone other than yourself, even though you're saying you're bettering yourself because they pay you to be there, doesn't really better yourself.
Yeah, and even as a kid, like, I felt that way about, like, why would I want to do any of these things?
Yeah, why am I going to give my time for something? I've always valued my time. I've never felt like any of that. It's like, that all sounds like way not enough money for my time. Like, way not enough money. Like, you want me to spend most of my day for almost every day of the week doing, this stuff? You're going to pay me this $10 an hour? Man, fuck that.
I could work and be poor, or I could not work and be poor.
It's still, be miserable all the time.
Yeah.
Too. I hate it. I don't like it. I know it sounds like it's just lazy, but I mean,
that's fine. Whatever. At this point, I don't care if people think it's laziness. I'm
sorry, I value my time.
It's not. At a certain point, it doesn't.
I do it. I've done it. I will do it.
I've done it.
We all have to do it.
Again.
Yeah.
It's just something that comes around. But at a certain point, no, I don't see any reason in anybody, and not just me, anybody
Anybody
spending as long as you have to spend in a job for what they pay you. I don't really care what they're paying you. End of story. $9 an hour plus tips was not enough to fucking clean up after drunk throw up and fucking wash dishes. And I know that washing dishes isn't a hard job, but it's not fucking worth it to do that from, 4 p.m. until about 2, 3 a.m.? Yeah. Like... Yeah. And they're paying you $9 an hour and not calling it, you're not paid enough for them to consider that overtime when you're working 12 hours. You're technically not working 12 hours because you're off the clock at 2:30, even though it takes you till 3 to get the dishes cleaned up and finish up getting out. And
all those exceptions to the overtime and stuff.
Yeah, the way that the way that the law allows companies and corporations to work around paying people.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, the people that the corporations say, well, it's their fault that we do this because they give us the option to do this. Otherwise, we'd pay you so much better.
Yeah, if there were no loopholes.
Yeah, we don't need a minimum wage. If we weren't told this was the minimum we could pay you, we'd totally pay you more because there'd be more competition in the market and all that other bullshit that even though we know the truth is the last time we had markets like that, we had slaves. They wanted to pay you so little, they made you work for food. Your children had to work for 5 cents a fucking year.
We don't know that, though.
No.
Anymore.
No, because history doesn't mean anything.
It's not that history doesn't mean anything. It's that the history's been written and rewritten, and now it's at a point where we've taken bias out of news media in a certain sense, right? Hold on, give me a second. Let me try to paint a picture. We've taken opinion out of news media, and we've put it into our history.
Well, the person who won the war writes the history. Where Windows messed up is when they let everybody know that they were really idiots, and they still wanted them to give them money for exposing how stupid they were to themselves.
Please explain this to me.
Oh, when they did the Mojave thing, and they were like, check it out, it's a new version of Windows. And like, little do you know, this is the same version of Windows that you said you hate. We just we just gave it a different name. And they're like, don't you like it? And everybody's like, yeah, this is much better than the current version. And they're like, this is the current version, idiots. And they're like, ooh, we don't like that. You just proved us wrong. Nope. Fuck you, Windows. And ever since then, we've been witnessing the results of that fuck you, Windows.
Being
Apple didn't die as a company as it should have.
Why do you think Apple should have died?
Because it is a terrible platform.
Your reasoning?
Who needs to upgrade anything when you can throw it away and buy the next one 6 months later because your other one's obsolete?
I guess I can't disagree with that, but I've never really owned Apple products.
That's not sarcasm. That's how Apple products work. I mean,
I've only ever owned one iPhone, I think. It was an iPhone 3 forever.
I never even actually owned what was the music thing? The iPod? The thing that started this all, kind of in a way, for Apple. The rebound machine.
I guess so.
The iPod started the i thing. Because Mac was not doing well.
I don't know. There were Macs in my elementary school's computer lab.
When they did that, hey, here's these colorful one-piece things that you can kind of see through. So they're kind of cool, but they were huge pieces of shit.
No,
like
man.
Buying a Dell.
They had the laser dinosaur game.
Dude, you got a Dell.
Do you remember the laser dinosaur game on the on the colorful Macs?
I didn't play Macs. I didn't do the Macs thing because they're pieces of shit.
I mean, you were talking like you were in one of those schools that benefited from the We Are Apple, and we're going to give away a bunch of these colorful Mac computers.
Did you pause, or did you mute yourself on accident?
Just by the way that we gotta
You
fix
did,
that.
didn't you? Yeah, I had a feeling you did. It looked like you weren't recording.
Fuck. But you sounded like you had been in one of those elementary schools that had benefited from the Think Different campaign, in which they gave a bunch of underprivileged public schools the colorful Macs for their computer labs.
I think my little brother was.
Okay.
Either that, or I witnessed years later all those colorful Macs not too soon afterwards that had all the issues with them that were coming through, like the resale store that my parents would volunteer at.
Yeah.
Or when, I was known as a guy that kind of knew things as computers, and people would be like, hey, can you tell me what's wrong with that? And 9 times out of 10, I could just look at it and say, oh, it's an Apple product. And that was what was wrong with it. Because you'd have to throw it away and buy the new one because it couldn't upgrade because it was obsolete. What's wrong with this? It's automatically upgrading. Well, why won't it start again? Because there's not enough room for it to automatically upgrade. Well, what do? You throw it away and buy another one. There's nothing else you can do.
Do you remember that Think Different campaign?
Yeah, I remember that.
Where they were...
I like the campaign. I mean, Apple's genius. The things they do are freaking brilliant. Their campaigns.
All I remember about it was, other than the colorful Macs in my elementary school, was the posters that were all over the walls, which was mostly black and white posters of Gandhi or Albert Einstein or Martin Luther King with an Apple logo above their head, and the caption, Think different. Period.
Very plain text, usually.
All lowercase, actually, with a period at the end. The only thing in color was the Mac logo, the Apple.
And it was like the old school Apple colors.
Rainbow. The rainbow Apple.
That you don't see anymore.
Nah.
That was the Mac colors. That was Macintosh. When I think Mac, I think that color scheme in particular more than
the
when
rainbow.
You hear Apple. Yeah, because when you think Apple, you think the iPod, iProducts, and that might be the generation divide because it's the same fucking company.
Was that normal before our generation? And by that, I mean the marketability of dead heroes. Like, using a dead Gandhi and a dead Martin Luther King in order to sell us a computer.
Culture didn't exist before then to sell back to people in the way that it is now for us. Other than that, I'd have to get into that. That's a discussion we'd have to get into, actually. I guess by that I mean we were in a huge technology development. Things changed with the way we were raised.
We were technically born at the beginning of
we had heroes that you could remarket and sell to people.
Yeah.
Where before us, and it wasn't as long ago as it seems like it was. Who were their heroes? Cowboys and Indians were a huge thing forever.
But that was something created by the John Wayne movie industry.
Before that, everybody were farmers.
Those are spaghetti westerns and stuff. So, yeah. Wow. Before that, everybody, you're right. There was no
time to have the heroes that we had to be repackaged and sold to them. The heroes they had that were packaged and sold to them were John Wayne and these spaghetti western stories that were originally books that were written. Yeah. Your little nickel books or whatever they called them, that were novels and that were romanticized and shit. So yeah, this has happened for as long as I guess entertainment has been around.
Well, just the commodification of our culture in that way, the regurgitation.
Even think of the early movies where, some of the earliest huge movies you can think of, the Ten Commandments, very religious heavy. The big ones, the early ones that meant anything.
Yeah,
they're religious in one way or another. Usually, you have your westerns for a long time. Westerns. And whenever you'd see innovations, those things are huge. Like Charlie Chaplin with his comedy and the the old black and whites, it was huge because it was something different.
Well, movies were a new thing.
Of course, movies were a new thing then, too.
During the silent
Of course,
era.
everything was different.
Yeah.
It's a movie. What is this?
Never seen this before.
Everything is new and different, and I'm confused.
I wonder if that has something to do with where our generation is at right now, in our growth, our generational growth, and the fact that we have no direction and no hero and no guiding light. In a certain sense, I don't know many people who actually, factually, have either read any of those people that we listed, used in the Think Different campaign. Einstein, Gandhi, King, just to name 3. And if they have, if they have read them, I don't know many people who would count them amongst hero status. Unfortunately, most people who I know or will talk to, and maybe this is something in the water here in spring, we all have fictional heroes, the people that we aspire to be, the people that I know, and the people that I enjoy being around. The people they aspire to be are fictitious human beings. They aren't actual people you could be. It's something, it's more superheroes, it's more anime characters, and maybe that... maybe our parents would say that shows something about our generation and how much we suck, but we don't have anything else. I posit that we don't have anything else.
Of course, that immediately made me think of Troy in the episode of Community where he meets Lamar. You can't disappoint a picture.
Yeah.
Intangible. Our heroes are intangible. They're not real. Maybe it's a set of higher standards because people have got too real. Our bad guys aren't demons and scary people and creatures anymore, or scary things and monsters. We grew up in an age where a lot of our bad guys are people, and we our informative years. A lot of the bad guys are people. They're humans. The monsters that are our next door neighbors are scarier than the monsters, and it makes it easier for superheroes, like heroes, to come in and be this super moral, really good guy, and that's going to be who we idolize over people who have flaws.
Yeah, I mean, people disappoint, and we have grown up in the generation of outing the hero.
Our heroes are, even our heroes these days have more of a dark side. Every hero has a past, every scene has a past, every scene has a future. That thing, that's become so huge in our culture to it becomes hard to idolize somebody. And criticism, everybody's afraid of criticism. Can't believe you like that person. Don't you know this person did this or that or this or that? Or I can't believe you read that. That makes you a bad person because this person believes in this or is a womanizing piece of shit. Things like that. You can't voice opinions without being judged. Even it's hard to have real heroes, even around your peers.
Well, because everyone's problematic at this point. Everyone. The one that people go to, the one that I'm thinking about right now, is Gandhi was a total nasty, disgusting old man pervert who would make 19-year-old girls and younger sleep in bed with him nude. He wouldn't touch them because he was celibate.
But he'd do it.
Yeah. The one that a lot of people have brought up, I think it was last year when that Selma movie came out, they were bringing up that it made King look bad because he was he's an adulterer, amongst other things, and I mean, so that it's all trouncing these people and destroying their sainthood, whatever. Which I don't believe that anybody should be sainted. I mean, I don't believe in that idea at all. I don't think that people are people, right?
Right.
We've all done fucked up shit.
I would say so. Maybe to varying degrees, but yeah. Varying degrees of shit that we're not all too proud of.
Yeah. I mean, you decide who you can pay attention to, I guess. Fictitious heroes don't have that problem, though.
Yeah, they're easy to understand. They're usually very set on their moral standards are usually pretty clear. At least the fictitious heroes that usually come to mind. Mm-hmm. It's a very clear. It's like, I don't kill. That's bad. I get bad guys. These are the bad guys. That's why these are the bad guys. And I'm a good guy, and this is why I'm a good guy. And there's usually not too much of a gray area. You're seeing more of that. It depends on who writes it. But the ones that we remember that we had, it was pretty cut and paste. These are your good guys. These are your bad guys. Where World, it's becoming it's a lot harder to tell who the bad people are from who the good people are. To me, at least, that's where I come with that.
I don't know if it's that hard to tell the difference. It's just there's some bad people who are better at dressing up what they're saying to you and delivering to you.
Because everything's going to be great.
Well, no. See, that thing is that now what we have, if we're gonna bring in the Golden Emperor. Happy Friday, everybody. If we're gonna talk about, if we're gonna talk about the Golden Emperor, like his whole thing has been not hiding that. Like his whole idea is and seems to be, and the new paradigm seems to be that we're just not gonna hide our evil anymore. We're gonna be right out front with it.
Yeah, I'm tired of being politically correct.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, we don't need to. We're tired of censoring ourselves. We need to stop censoring ourselves. Be yourself. It's okay to be yourself.
And I'm not sure how we can develop heroes in this new paradigm. That's a frightening undertake.
I don't know. I feel sorry for our children that we don't have, that we're probably the children, not our children.
Yeah, no. I mean, at this point, your brother has kids. Both of your brothers have kids.
Yeah, most of mine.
Our friends have kids.
My sister has kids.
So, like, to me, those are our not our children, but they're our children, as in the children of our generation's children. Mm-hmm. So that is a turn of phrase that I totally adjust for and think is fine to use. Yeah. In this term, in this sense.
I have a lot of nephews.
I mean, maybe maybe it is time for not people to become like superheroes in the sense of being Kick-Ass or trying to be Rorschach or the Night Owl or even Batman. But like we need to become our own heroes, like actually epitomize those things inside of us that make us super. God, that was the gayest thing I've ever said.
Are you trying to go for personify the traits that we see in others? The traits that we see that we see in us that make us incredible. That make us you and I and Ian, who isn't here, we have. I was saying earlier, and I've told you guys before, we are trickster personified. Like if we were. To be honest with ourselves, we do it differently, but we all have like very trickster spirit traits to varying degrees, and we also have other traits that go along with that splinter us off into other areas. But we all pretty much dance around being court jesters. That's what we enjoy doing, whether or not you're more sad about it sometimes, a little bit more dark, a little bit more grating with your humor. You like to be funny. You like not to be the center of attention, but you like to make people laugh. Mm-hmm. It's fun for you. It fulfills you in some sort of a way. I as well, like I need the attention and to make people laugh. I can't. I'll die without it. I'll shrivel up and die. Ian doesn't like the attention, but he likes to make people laugh. Mm-hmm. So we are these trickster spirits, I like to say, because we do very well in that type of spotlight. So people need to find that part of them and begin to work with it, strengthen it, make it better. Because if we can fill the world with different personifications of these different heroic archetypes, then we have a world of heroes rather than having to search for the guy who's marching on Washington to give us a big speech, because those guys only come around like once to twice in a lifetime. Nobody's listening to those guys anymore.
You only get, well, it's not that nobody's listening. I don't think there's just ears are split everywhere.
No one knows what to listen to.
Yeah.
Seems. Oh, what's real? Everything's not even what's real. It's just we're in a weird spot right now. Things aren't good.
Not only that, but messiahs are only messiahs after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, you don't know what's happening when it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hindsight is 20/20.
Mm-hmm.
In retrospect, we'll see what a big mistake a lot of things are.
Well, I mean, it's not even just big mistakes. It's like, I mean, how many sons of God? How many actual, like, because the Messiah within the Bible, it was prophesied to arise at this certain time. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of people at the time when Jesus is said to have walked the earth who thought they were and had 13 dudes following him around saying, "No, this guy's the shit, yo."
Yeah.
But we only talk about Jesus now. You know, nobody talks about Timothy of Apollonia or Avantius of Jerusalem. Like, there's no books about those guys, but those guys existed too. You know, like Life of Brian, the Monty Python movie, which is about that idea, is a lot closer to the truth than anything we talk about. And so, like, you don't know who the great leaders are until after the fact. You don't know who the Messiah is until after he's dead. But we're also at a point when everybody needs to be stepping up and doing, like, we can't have one leader anymore. You can't have one Messiah. You can't have one resistance guy. You know, Keith Olbermann can't wander around acting like he's the leader of the resistance.
I thought Glenn Beck was doing that now. He saw the light, turned around, and he's just going to come from the depths of whatever country he's helping in, that he's assisting in building houses, because we all know that all those people we're giving money to aren't fucking doing it. So Glenn Beck will do it because he saw the light. And he's going to come back and he's going to be like, "Let's fix things, guys. I'm sorry I was a douche." And that's going to be his campaign.
I apologize, everybody.
I apologize for everything. I'm ready to fix things. Let's do this. And we're going to take down the tyranny that is not fixing this. I don't care what side you see anything on. Anything that isn't fixing this fucking mess we're in is the wrong side.
If you side with the Nazis, though, I am against you.
I'm against you.
I am 100% not down with Nazis.
Not down with Nazis?
No.
Which part of the Nazis?
None of the Nazis.
No parts of the Nazis?
No parts of the Nazi is okay.
No part is okay?
No.
The Nazi?
No.
Nazi is an acceptable amount of Nazi?
Nah.
All right, I think we can agree on that.
And I don't think it's just not fascism. Not into the fascism.
Not into the fascism.
Fascism is the exact opposite of everything I hold dear in it to my ideology.
Are you? Is that a person telling me what to do again? Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! There goes that person trying to tell me what to do again.
Yeah. I mean, fascism is it's the political ideology that is what people are to be done to, and that is the direct opposite, like absolute opposite of what I believe. If anybody's wondering, my political ideology is that anybody who's ever told me what to do, or told you what to do, or told any of us as human beings what to do collectively, anybody, they should die in a fire.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck them. Any of them.
In a fire. He goes right to the fire.
I'm not telling you to light the fire. I'm just saying that that's a political ideology that you too can have.
I believe more so that they can, they don't have to go in the fire themselves, but whatever they told me to do in that opinion that led me to believe that they need to that there needs to be a fire, that can go into the damn fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck your dreams. Burn your dreams to death with fire.
I just like to treat it like
it's a dream incinerator.
There's an old Patton Oswalt joke where he says that he likes to treat the marijuana laws in this country like when you were a kid and you would come back outside from eating lunch. And everybody was like, you can't step in the grass, that's lava. And you're like, no, I wasn't here when that rule. I'm not playing that game yet. I'll join you guys when you start a new game. It's okay, you'll have new rules. So that's how he views the marijuana laws in this country. I wasn't here when you started that. So that's how I view, like, all the laws.
All of them.
In this country. I wasn't here for that one. I didn't vote on that. So no thank you. I'm fine.
I'm cool. I'll just sit this one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal.
In before anybody leaves in the comments or writes me a nasty letter about, murder. Murder doesn't have to have a law against it. You're a human being. You know that it's wrong. Don't be a dick. If you have to have a law to tell you not to murder, then you should probably just drown.
I don't know why anyone needs so many laws to tell them not to do things like murder.
Very simple things. No, it's just a way to prosecute things for things. Like when it comes to murder, it's a way. It's you have to punish people for if they do murder.
Because you can't punish someone else for murdering them, but the state can punish somebody for murdering people.
Yeah,
because the state has the power to do so. For some fucking reason. Because that makes fucking sense.
Well, because technically we gave the state the power.
I wasn't.
I wasn't here. I did not sign up for that.
I wasn't here for that one. I think we need to rethink this.
I did not agree to letting the state have that power. No, I was just born into this.
We need to rethink this big time. This whole thing. Fuck it.
I mean, how do you do that?
I'm a big fan of the fuck it. Every 20 years, fuck it.
Every 20
years, someone else. It's like, these people think different. What do you think? Fuck it or keep it or change it. Come up with something, fuckers. Let's mix shit up. 20 years, mix shit up.
I just think we have.
No one will have time to be mad at other countries. You're too busy trying to fix yours from the last 20 years.
I just figure maybe it's more like, and perhaps that's just how I would look at. Maybe we just have to start having more conversations about questioning, authority. Like, we need a system in place in our heads, in the heads of the children. The children need to be taught how to properly question hierarchies and authority. Like, I've been doing it since I was a kid, in which you question, like, oh, wait, is this a legitimate... are you a legitimate authority? Like, did you do that as a kid at all? Like, to teachers, to parents, no, you're not my mom, you're not my dad, and it's not like a fight, it's not like you're not my mom, it's no, you're calculating in your head, trying to equate this human being's authority over you.
You can't beat me up.
There's a list of reasons why you have no authority over me. You don't scare me. Like, no, you have no authority here.
Yeah.
And you
I'd get in trouble for fighting people that were older than me. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, they're older than you. It's like, I don't care. Who are they? No one. To me, no one. Someone I'm going to beat up. That's who they are. I was a mean kid. Sometimes you got to beat somebody up.
But, so, like, most kids...
Don't beat anybody up.
Most people don't do that innately. Most people don't innately question authority just because it's authority.
They just do it.
Yeah.
Because they're sheep.
Well, not because they're sheep. We are still, in a certain sense, pack animals. Herd animals.
Like sheep.
I wouldn't call us sheep because we're fucking primates. We're not like sheep. It's been not only bred into us, but also programmed into us that loud monkey equals best monkey. And the loud monkey told us that this monkey is the monkey to listen to for right now.
The damn loud monkey.
Hey, Brett, whenever we say monkey, can you have Dennis Hopper from Super Mario Brothers saying monkey cut in? Thanks, Brett.
Oh, man.
So yeah, you have to and that's more where I'm at. It's more about training the people, which that takes tearing down the public school system and the private school system and the entire education system down brick by brick. But
they're working on that. Sort of. At least half of it. Public school system ain't got far to go.
We won. God damn it.
One of them. And the problem is the private school system is even worse.
Everything we ever wanted.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't like the public school system, put them in private schools. You don't like the private schools, find one you like. You don't like that they all now have permission to teach their religion to your kids because it's a private school and they can do whatever the fuck they want? Oh, too bad. You should have kept your kid in public school.
You know, I hate the status quo.
Well,
I know. I know. That's why I said we won. Oh, we got everything we ever wanted.
Everything you ever wanted. You gotta drain that swamp, Chris. Drain it. Yeah, sometimes you gotta drain the swamp with a different swamp.
No, sometimes you have to bring swamp monsters into the swamp to scare the swamp creatures out. But you got your own swamp monster now, so it's okay. We'll drain the swamp.
I don't know. It seems like we just got a whole different swamp at this point. New creatures. There's a new swamp. We just changed the swamp that smelled like shit for a swamp that smells like brimstone.
It's the same swamp.
It's I don't know, man. I don't know. It's still very swampy. You will not leave the place without swamp ass.
I drained the swamp, and guess what I found at the bottom? Me! The whole time.
Hey, it's a surprise.
Oh my god. Friday's going to be fun.
What day?
Friday.
Oh, yeah?
The inauguration's on Friday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We get to have an inauguration special, Josh.
An inauguration special?
Yeah.
Are we going to live stream it?
I don't know if we're going to
live stream it
to this computer.
We'll live stream it to this computer.
We'll live stream it while tweeting it to this computer. Like I can live tweet it.
You can live tweet it while we live commentate to this computer.
We need to get some fiddle music.
To these mics. We will live.
We need good.
It'll be live when we're doing it.
We need good. It'll be live when we're doing it. We need good fiddle music.
Shit, we're live right now. Fiddle music?
Yeah.
What kind of fiddle music?
Like.
I can't play no fucking fiddle.
And Nero played the fiddle as Rome burned fiddle music.
We need some sad fiddle music.
I don't know. Was Nero sad while Rome was burning?
I'm sad.
Oh.
I have to learn the fucking fiddle. That makes me a little sad. I don't know how to play no goddamn fiddle. Who's playing this fucking fiddle?
I mean...
Ian ain't gonna learn to play the fiddle. You won't concentrate long enough to not break the fiddle after you figure it out the first 30 minutes.
You'll realize that you're actually innately really good at the fiddle and then get bored with it and put it down, you fuck, shit, piece of fuck. We all hate you. You're pretty. This is how I feel everybody thinks about me as I'm walking by.
If it came out as maybe a cheaper system, I could see it even. But they're like right at that price point where it makes it a little.
Chance to wise up and fucking drop that price.
Yeah, at least on their Pro controller. We really don't like the price of that Pro controller.
No,
not at all. All the price, none the technology. I just want to know what makes that Pro controller worth $80. Like 70, 80 bucks? Is it 69 or 79? I think it's 69. What makes it worth that much?
Because Nintendo says so? Because you'll need it for your giant man hands?
PS4 controllers aren't even that expensive. And they probably... I don't know what all that controller has to offer. From what I've seen so far, it sounds like it's just a controller for your Wii Switch. It doesn't seem to have any of the motion controls in it. It doesn't have that IR camera or whatever the frick it has in the Switch. But it's going to cost almost the same thing as those really fancy Switch controllers. Maybe it has the fancy HD Rumble thing in it. Is that what it is? Maybe that's it. That HD Rumble is really expensive.
I don't know what to tell you about the Switch.
I don't either. Yeah, we all know that. Yeah, let's say we know what we know.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all we know.
Now all that we can do is wait and see what happens.
I'd like to try it. Like, ooh, that's fun. Then again, I can see that. Like, I'll be like, oh, it was fun. I'm so ready. And then it's like, why was I so ready? Why did I have fun? Game system. Because I'm gonna have fun.
Well, okay. Here, other than price, what does it take to sell you on a game system?
I guess I'd say games features and replayability. Like how long do I see myself? Is the investment going to be worth it? Is it an investment I want to make?
Okay,
do I see myself playing it more than once?
Obviously, it takes that. But okay, games features and what was the last one? Playability.
Or replayability.
Replayability. So does replayability go into the games themselves, or? I mean, at this point, are we counting in the system itself? Because systems, at this point, like, you can fucking Virtual Console, you can PSN free games, like...
I guess you could say both, because part of the problem with things like even VR is how long can you play a VR game before you're tired of that VR game?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I haven't played.
I know. There's that.
I would like
physical to. It's cool. I like the idea of the immersion and everything, but you know what? I like being able to play a character that can do 50 backflips and cut someone's head off for no reason at all or some shit. I can't do that. I don't have the physical prowess or the skills to even attempt something like that. And if the game's going to try to get immersion, like, I know that's ridiculous to go into that depth, but
I can't imagine playing Skyrim
VR
in VR.
No.
If that's what you're saying now.
Yeah, things like that.
But
yeah,
back to the original question: what would it take to sell you on any game console? We're talking about the Switch in general, but like, what is it? What is the thing? Like you said, games, playability, and features. So
other than price,
I mean, yeah, other than price. So playability
price would be huge.
What lands in playability?
Games, a variety of games that, if I get tired of this game, can I switch in another game? Is it going to be fun? If I have friends over, is it going to be a game that I have the option with which it seems like they've given me those up front with 1-2 Switch, and I would play the fuck out of some Zelda.
Even if 1-2 Switch isn't something I particularly want or would clamor for. They did give you a party game. You're right.
I mean, for me, they didn't lose me with the lack of backward compatibility, which I think a lot of people might have been lost with that, because it's a completely different format of game. You know, you're going from disc to, I think, is that you? You does take the same type of disc that we did?
Yeah, they take Wii discs.
They take the Wii disc.
Yeah.
So you're going from these discs to the new cartridge system, which I think we've been saying was going to happen for a long time now. So that wasn't a surprise. But you lose all backward compatibility at that point. So for anybody that's been loyal to them, that can hurt.
I mean, yeah, no, I understand that. I definitely don't want to buy a new system just so I can pay Nintendo to play Ocarina of Time again. You know, it was like I was saying the other day, why would I buy a Nintendo Switch? I already have a GameCube and a Super Nintendo with all the cables.
Wasn't that their thing with the 3DS for a little bit at first too? Is like they were like, here, we give you Ocarina of Time in 3D with the 3DS handheld. You can play it on the go. Or was that Majora's Mask as well?
They did both. They did both of them,
which looked amazing, and it made me want it. And actually, I wanted it.
Legitimate, great remasters. They're not ports. They're legitimate remasters.
I wanted it. Like, I wanted a 3DS for it. Like, that did work for me. I was sold on that. I don't know. If you could come with a game that's a console like this, and maybe even just say, hey, we have our digital library available. They didn't even give us a digital library. Hey, you can get these games. Maybe even their online store is not ready. So, and I understand it's because they don't have online content, but it's like, well, you should have an online store. You have an awesome backlog of digital games that shouldn't be that hard for an eShop to be ready for Nintendo. These are simple games.
They already have an eShop. They already have Virtual Console set up for the Wii and the Wii U.
I wasn't part of that, but I heard it was terrible.
Yeah. But
200 games over 5 years?
It's been set up. That's my point.
So what's wrong? So how come the Switch isn't compatible? And there's a lot of questions that weren't answered. Like, I guess more questions even got brought up. They just weren't answered, and I guess the answers we got, that they're not satisfactory. If I was to get a Switch, if I had the money and everything, and I could just walk in, get a Switch, I had $600 I really didn't care about, because that's about what it would take for me to be satisfied with the Switch, which is the console, a Pro controller, my copy of Breath of the Wild, and snipper clips, because it's only $20.
Yeah,
I have to try it. We play the shit out of some snipper clips. I can see that. For like an hour.
Maybe ARMS, but I don't know if that's a launch title.
I didn't see a date. I don't remember. I don't think ARMS is a launch title, actually.
But that's the thing. Like, what is it?
And I knew there was a digital thing backlog where, okay, I can get Super Mario. What was Galaxy?
Yeah,
because I never played it on Wii.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, I would like that. That'd be cool. I wanted to play it. If I could go and get like a back catalog like that. Okay, it doesn't come with Brawl, but Brawl's on the catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Or it doesn't come with this version of Brawl, or Super Smash, I have to say. But it has the old school Super Smash, even Super Smash Melee, on their store.
Yeah.
That'd have me sold. Maybe even upgrade a Super Smash where you can do it online with your Switch.
So just giving you, like,
just a couple of features.
Here's the virtual
just things
console.
that you even see with other consoles. Because you get that with PS4. I could go buy a PS4 for the $250, have another $50 in the PS4 cards, or PS Network cards. Well, I'm wrong, because I'd have to have $50 just for the PS Plus, so there's the $300 right there. But I can get a PS4 for $250. PS4 on their virtual network already set up, bam, for a year for $300 straight, and and then just take how much I said I need for the Switch, another $300. I could get every game I want for the PS4 with another $3 or $300.
I mean, yeah,
and there's that. But I look at that from the side where I'm frivolous, but I'm frugal with my spending on things like that, because I don't just have that kind of expendable budget. And there's a lot of families like that. So I always look at that from the way my family would look at that. If I was a kid, I wanted some game systems or anything. My parents had a choice between game systems. Right now, they'd give me the PS4.
Yeah.
Because they could afford it and get games for it. And
because it's already right there.
It's already right there.
You're not waiting on anything.
Uh-huh. The Switch, they're not going to get it because they know I'm going to be mad because this game's going to come out. It's going to be a lot more money. It's a market that you're missing out on. I see that as
you're waiting on this game, you're waiting on that game.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the people that don't already have a PS4 that were waiting to see for the Switch, that might have been holding out for it, that hasn't had a PS4, that's behind on their console things, might have been waiting to see that price. And when they see that price and they know they can get a PS4 and they know what they're getting with the PS4 already, it's a hard sell.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. I didn't even think about that part of the market. Because I'm imagining that right now they're selling to either Xbox fans or PlayStation, and they're not tapping that market either.
And or they're just behind on their data, where they're still looking at, well, okay, the PS3 and the Xbox 360 came out with a $500, $600 price tag.
Yeah.
And they're well below that. Which, hey, kudos to them. Fuck yeah. Awesome. Not mad about that.
When didn't the
But
PS4
when you compare it to what's already in market.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, didn't the PS4 and the Xbox One come out with that same price tag?
The 500, 600, or the
4 to 5,
I don't know. I wasn't
5 to 6.
I think it was 450 to 5
Something
for
like
the one and the PS4. Could be wrong in this one. Don't hate me.
that.
Don't need pitchforks on my pricing. I don't own them. I don't know.
And I didn't buy one until the past couple of years.
Way later, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we usually get a lot of my newer systems, because they come out with these huge price tags.
Yeah.
Which was also what drew us to the Wii when we got the Wii. That was one of the things that drew us to the Wii, is we each could pitch in $60 and get a Wii.
What did sell me on the PlayStation 4? That's where I was going to turn that, because there are things that I picked
Even
up
with the price tag.
By the time I picked up a PS4, by the time we picked up a PS4, it was well into a year and a half of life.
So it was down in the 300s at least.
It had been down.
Mm.
I bought a
$299 pretty quick.
I bought a PlayStation 3 the week the PlayStation 4 came out, and started catching up on my back catalog.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I fell in love with Uncharted. And that's how I fell in love with Sly Cooper. And that's how I fell in love with all those games.
Yeah.
And that's why I ended up I need a PS4. Mm-hmm. Why wasn't I playing PlayStation 3 all this time? Oh my god, Sly Cooper is so fun.
Oh, really?
You've ever played Sly Cooper?
Uh-uh.
It's a great little 3D platformer.
I remember on PS1.
PS2 probably.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
I remember parts of it.
Yeah,
I don't think I owned it, but I think I've seen it played. It might have been one of those rentals.
Yeah.
It might have been a Blockbuster rental that I forgot about.
God, Blockbusters were still around.
Mm-hmm. For PS2?
Yeah.
For a little bit. Not very long.
No, they were around for a while. We didn't.
PS2?
We might have stopped going to Blockbusters because we were at an age where we stopped going to Blockbusters. But we went to Blockbuster into our early 20s.
Early 20s.
At 20, I think, is when we stopped going, and then it closed.
We went after Red Boxes started showing up.
Yeah.
We didn't, because I remember when Blockbuster boxes were around.
Oh, God. Blockbuster tried to do Red Box.
Yeah, they did. They tried to have boxes
that.
around for a while. It was a complete and total. It was too late. It was too little too late.
Yeah.
And it was a terrible system.
It was the same as when they tried to do the mail it to your house.
When they tried to do the game.
No, they were trying to.
Oh, the Netflix.
Yeah, before Netflix. Remember, before Netflix was streaming, Netflix was mailing DVDs to your fucking house.
Quite successfully.
Yeah.
Very successfully. Mm-hmm. Do they still have DVDs? I think they do still offer that service even. Mm-hmm. They do it with games as well.
Netflix does, or
Netflix
GameFly.
GameFly does that. Or
something. I've never trusted them. I don't want to trust them.
Do we need to start trusting them?
Maybe.
Are we missing something?
We've been complaining for a while about not having a rental service anymore
for games.
There
is a game rental
Maybe
service,
there is,
and we haven't been utilizing it, so that might be our fault.
Yeah. I mean,
we might have to research this.
That might be my problem, because I don't trust. I don't know. I don't know if the government knows that I live here.
You don't know if you want the government to know you live.
I don't think I need. Who is GameFly?
Who these be?
Who is GameFly? Who you is? Who you? That sounds like Game Spy. Game Spy makes me think KGB. KGB makes me think Russian spies. Russian spies makes me think Manchurian Candidate. Am I a Manchurian Candidate? Am I Jesse Eisenberg from American Ultra? Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I lost the bit. I ran that bit until I could not run that bit no more, and now the bit is over, and I have no way to segue into anything else.
I don't know.
Josh, you have to save me. I'm drowning.
Why did you do this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm fucking.
Oh, man.
I'm stuck here.
Oh man.
I'm going away.
Oh man.
You need to reel the life preserver back in.
Oh man, Chris, don't go away.
Oh no.
Oh no. We need you to fly like this ship, Chris. Could do the ship.
Oh man, I'm the pilot here.
Oh,
Fuck,
man.
I forget that I'm the pilot. but I do. I'm way behind on culture in a certain sense.
Yeah, don't watch the current stuff.
No, I'm not I'm not abreast on anything.
Yeah, like The Flash is apparently a big cultural thing now. The Supergirl.
Supergirls.
Yeah, the Supergirls for a good thing. The Arrow, all of the Gothams.
I watched the first episode of Gotham and never went back. If that tells you anything, if my opinion sways you at all, I watched the first episode and never went back.
I've seen a bit of the first season because I wanted to like it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You gave it more of a chance.
I mean, I'm still seeing bits of it because I want to like it. I can't like it.
Well, I feel like I was lied to.
I can't not like it either.
I just feel like I was lied to.
Oh, you
and
were.
I could see it in that first. I was expecting GCPD.
Oh no, you didn't get GCPD.
Wouldn't that be a great fucking show?
It'd be cool, but you didn't get it.
No,
I don't know what they're doing.
No. And the next thing I know, they're like, look, it's baby Batman. Look, it's baby Catwoman. Look, it's baby Riddler and baby Poison Ivy. And the gay kid from Shameless is the Joker, but he's not the Joker. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, he might be. Actually, did you hear recently? They killed him, and they're bringing him back to life next season. Because that's what happens.
It is.
It's what they do.
So yeah, I gave up on that after the first episode.
Yeah.
Arrow.
Here's Baby Penguin. He's already the mayor for some reason.
Arrow is Smallville, starring the Arrow.
The Arrow. Yeah.
With a little bit more Supernatural thrown in. So it's for a little bit of an older set.
I do like Supernatural. I mean, I like Supernatural. I'm like all the seasons behind on Supernatural, but I've never had a reason not to like it.
Every fan I've ever talked to says 5th season, cut it after that.
Really?
It ends good in the 5th season.
They shouldn't have kept after 5th.
It's one of
what
those.
Are they, like at 13th now or
Yeah.
something? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Most fans I've talked to are like, no, we're still watching it because we've been with it for so long we can't let it go. And it's like,
Sam and Dean are just so dreamy.
Dude, that dude has a moose head.
That's what I usually see from all
I don't know which one he is,
fans.
but he has got a moose head.
I don't know the
His
difference either.
head's like
We're going to get slayed for this, but I don't know the difference either.
The other one, the one that she likes, the one that the lizard likes, that one is James Eccleston or something like that, or James Ackleson, or Gene, I don't know.
All right.
He's pretty.
Okay. Is he pouty?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No,
you know what? Yeah. Yeah, that's the pretty one.
The pretty one.
That, in my eyes, that's the pretty
the
one.
one that doesn't look like a moose. Yeah, I think
the other one's the one that looks like a moose.
I think that's Dean. I think Dean looks like a moose, and Sam is the pretty one. I think. I don't know. This is my guesstimation. 10 points to Gryffindor if I'm right.
How are you bloody fucking kiss ass?
I'm totally a Ravenclaw though.
Even worse.
Even
you're not a kiss ass. You're a fucking
smart ass.
Yeah. You're a snooty fucking smart ass.
That. As if you haven't known that our entire lives.
What am I gonna do with you people?
Oh yeah. Isn't the lizard also a Ravenclaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah. No, there's a reason I have to keep you people around.
Because we're destructive on our own.
No, it's not because you're destructive on your own. It's because they can use you.
You fucking...
Dirty snake. It's okay. You can say it.
Dirty, yes.
I'm a dirty Slytherin.
Dirty shit.
Yeah, I'm a sack of shit Slytherin.
Damn it, where's Pity? We need our Hufflepuff.
We need to make him do the Pottermore things.
To make sure he is Hufflepuff, because I'm pretty sure he's Hufflepuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's no... Yeah.
Yeah. He has to be our Hufflepuff.
Otherwise, we need a Hufflepuff.
Why did that come out of your mouth?
I don't know.
Shit and pity. Where did that even, like...
I don't know. I don't know where it came from, but it just fucking felt right.
It flew out of your mouth and it felt right.
It felt right. In a cut that we're going to have to fit somewhere into something. So people understand, maybe. Deep cuts.
You can just keep saying it.
They'll get it.
You just have to, like, say it in the right spots.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where it came from, dude.
It
just came.
It bubbled forth.
It was like it manifested.
And it was apparently correct.
Perfect. It was like hit the nail on the head with that one. Sometimes melancholy has it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, pity, and melancholy.
It's a little better than Lenny.
Yeah.
It fits the theme.
It does.
It does.
I was looking for it the other day, and I remembered that I wrote it down.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Notebooks save lives.
They do.
Just ask Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford, if notebooks save lives.
I don't know. I'm making up facts again.
Making up facts. I was like, what did he write? Did he help write the President's Secret Handbook?
The President's Secret Handbook?
Yeah, that handbook that Nicolas Cage found when he was looking for the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, I didn't know there was a President's Secret Handbook.
I've
never seen National Treasure 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah, it confirms aliens. And that Lincoln was an inside job.
Of course.
So was JFK.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess that's the big one. I don't know what else. That's everything.
That's
Bigfoot.
it.
I guess Bigfoot and Elvis.
Bigfoot and Elvis.
All that's left is Bigfoot and Elvis. And Tupac.
The Illuminati wrote the Declaration of
All
Independence.
5 of those people are actually chilling in Hawaii.
Why were they going to steal the Declaration of Independence?
Because it gives them the power of America. That would have been a much better movie.
I was say, aren't they just treasure?
I don't think that's the truth, and I don't remember why. It might be because they were looking for a treasure map or some shit, and the Declaration was involved. But because it gave them the power of America, sounds like it would have been a better movie than what I watched. Fucking like Highlander shit, just the power of America, freedom, and you just fucking. It fixes everything. Oh man, it's like a libertarian's wet dream. It just fixes the country. You're able to fix the country to your whim.
I think we got to end this Grabbag episode. I don't know if this is. At this point, we're firing magic of freedom at people because we touched the scroll that is the Declaration of Independence. I do believe this has run its course. The Grabbag.
Yeah. It has the magic of America, Chris. You don't understand. This is a powerful relic of American history.
Good night, everybody.
More on that.
生きてた